Stephon Gilmore was released after their contract discussions fell apart. And I believe it was today or late yesterday, he was signed, or excuse me, traded by, let's see, it was a sixth round pick in 2023
Yes.
that Carolina got him for,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that's super low or
I think that's low.
it
For
seems
a
like it,
player
right?
like
He's a
Gilmore,
veteran,
yeah.
right? He's a veteran guy, no doubt, but
He
a
won
six round
Defensive Player
pick,
of the Year, and you're just
right?
gonna
This,
give him up for that?
and there's a lot of teams. That leads me to believe that was probably the best offer, and that kind of
Yeah.
blows my mind. There's a lot of teams with holes at corner, and
Jeez.
for that to be the best offer, something's not adding up. So
Yeah. Yeah. I think that just shows maybe how seriously NFL teams take injured players. Like
right,
they really don't want a player that's even slight. I don't know how just I'm gonna look up real quick how old Stephon Gilmore is. So he's 31 years old. So that's not really that young, but it's not really that old either.
right.
So
Hope for four
yeah,
more seasons, give or take.
yeah, yeah. So even if the player is just slightly old and is injured currently, they're just like, nope, we don't want him, even if he's been the Patriots top cornerback for years and has won the defensive player of the year as I said before, and he was very successful on the Bills. They're just like, nah, we don't want him. I don't quite understand that. But then again, I'm not in the NFL front office, but it still seems questionable to me, like you said.
What was his
Oh,
most recent? Was his most recent injury? Was it the shoulder, or was it the leg injury?
uh,
If it was a
I
leg
am
injury,
not. Let's see. I
I know
am
there was a really
not
significant
sure.
one. Um,
Yeah.
but in any case, the corner position is one where it seems like age and prior injuries add up a lot more in terms of on the field production than they might at other positions, right? You might be able to come back from a torn ACL, as a lineman or a wide receiver or something of that nature. Um, but with the kind of work that corners have to do, with the kind of the predicting that they have to do of where the offense is going to go, where the wide receiver is going to go, the kind of cuts they have to make. If it was a leg injury and he's 31, um, it makes a bit more sense now that I'm talking through it out loud. But still, it seemed super low to me. I know that the Packers were speculated; they're always speculated, but they were speculated to be in the market for him, especially with losing Jair Alexander last week. Um, yeah, I was just surprised to see him go for such a low price tag. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the
it,
yeah the
it makes the
depreciation of
Panthers
age.
right, exactly. It makes the Panthers a lot more interesting too. A team that already is, I think, super interesting. It's a team that I think is either going to truly excel down the second half of the season, down the stretch, or they're just going to crash and burn. And yeah, it remains to be seen. I think their defense is the stronghold there, and this only makes them stronger, or at least it would seem. So
Mhm.
we'll see how that all shakes out.
Yeah, yeah. I was just looking at an article, but Gilmore, and it looks like it was a quad injury that he suffered
Ah,
last season. Yeah.
that'll do it.
Yep.
That'll do it. I
Uh,
mean, you need your legs, right? And
no. Yep.
especially at 31 years old, when you're matching up with the Jamar Chases, the 20 something year olds, it's you need your legs. So
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah, Tyler. I'm gonna stop it right there. You don't need your legs to play football. What are you talking about? Oh man, just way too bold of a take right there from you. I don't know about that one.
I like it. I like it. Do you have last thoughts on this as the resident Patriots fan?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just another classic case of the Patriots just giving up their star players for no legitimate reason. I think, like, sure,
Who slides
the,
in? Who are they good at corner or I don't follow the Patriots enough to know their situation there
the,
as it stands in week 5.
I definitely think that Stephon Gilmore was their best corner by a noticeable margin. I guess the the second best corner we have would be JC Jackson, but I don't think he's anything special. I'm not really a cornerbacks expert on the Patriots, but this definitely, I think, hurts the team a little bit. And we've got McCourty, who's Devin McCourty is still pretty solid, but he's a safety, so not quite the same, but in the same realm. So,
It's an
I don't
interesting
know.
move nonetheless. It was super surprising to wake up and see that on Twitter yesterday or the day before. Jalen Smith was the other one, and yeah, both of those super surprising. So yeah, we know where Gilmore landed, Carolina, for a 2023 6th-round pick. Smith, it remains to be seen. Yeah, interesting stuff to start the season here. Big moves happening right away.